Hey guys, how are you? Andy Sukhu, founder and CEO of Y2K Credit Solutions. So I'm here today. Don't have good news. It's not bad news, but it's not good news to me either. But in the long haul, it'll be good news again. So I wanted to share something with you guys that happened to me personally, and how I'm handling it. And the moral of the story is the end results of how I'm going to handle the situation because of what I'm looking to gain in the long run in the future, right? With this situation. So you guys know we're a big fan of Chase. We're a big fan of the Chase student credit card program. We're a big fan of the Chase student checking account. We're a big fan of every single product that they have in their credit card line. They have some great credit cards, some great point system, interest rates, and they have good customer service. They do. I'll say that. We advocate for Chase a lot. We do a lot of business with them. So if you remember, I think it was last summer, I did a video, and it's on our YouTube channel, and I spoke about, I think it was sometime in August or September of last year, I spoke about how major credit card companies are using your zip code to approve credit cards or deny credit cards. That was a new thing that they have because of so much fraud. There was so much credit card fraud going on, and people were charging things, ridiculous amount of things with the credit cards, and they were saying that it's not theirs, it's fraud charge, and the thing is, what you don't realize is that the bank takes a hit for this, but also Visa takes a hit because the bank is Chase, Visa is the one that issues the card. Two separate companies. So everyone takes a hit for this, and the bank gets put on higher risk where Visa is the merchant and the bank could lose their relationship with Visa, right? If so much of these fraud happen over time. So before I moved to Florida, about 5 months ago, I had some charges that was put on my Chase Sapphire card. That was not my card. That was not my charge. It was a fraud. One of them was from Tide and Marina, which is a company in Jersey. And there was other charges that I did not authorize. But I also lived in a zip code in New York where a lot of credit card fraud was going on at the time. Whatever is legitimate fraud or people just, buying things they can't afford. Long story short, I was in that zip code. So, a couple of days ago, I was actually out at a restaurant and was going to pay my bill, pulled out my Chase card, pulled out my Chase Sapphire, my Chase Freedom Sapphire. Pulled out my Chase Sapphire, it's not going through. I looked on my app, the account is closed. Not one account is closed, both accounts are closed. So, at first I thought someone had my information and, probably called the bank and did something. Unfortunately, it was late in the night, so I couldn't call Chase. The next day I called and Chase told me why they closed my account. I think I have a small balance, about $5,500 on this card, I believe. And they told me they decided to terminate the relationship because of the 3 back-to-back fraud charges I had on my credit card, which wasn't, which I was upset about. It's not fair because it had nothing to do with me. I'm not the one that did it, but I understand their position on it as well, right? And why they did it. So I understand. So they closed both of my accounts, and one of them have a balance. And normal consumers would be like, "Oh, screw you! I'm not paying the card. I have a balance. I'm going to pay it." Normal consumers would say, "Screw you! I'm not paying the balance back. You closed my card. You can't give me a legitimate reason." But if you follow the trend of credit cards and what's going on in the industry, you'll understand why they did it. So, I'm on the fence of being upset because I love the point system on their card. It's a great card. I've had it for many years. The limit is insane that I have on here. I have multiple cards. It's not the only credit card. So I wasn't that upset either because, it's okay. All right, whatever happens. As long as I'm not paying for someone else's charges, right? I'm talking about the fraud charge. So they closed the card. I had a ton of points on them. They did allow me to transfer the points over to my balance for both Freedom and Sapphire. So that was a great thing. They allowed me to transfer the points. But my point of the message is normal consumers would be like, oh, screw you, I'm not paying it. You didn't give me a legitimate reason. Why should I pay this card? Let it go into collection. No, 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 no. You don't want to do that. Because I don't want to burn the relationship with Chase just because of that situation. Like I said, I'm upset. But I'm not that upset because I understand why it happened. So I am going to pay the balance off because 6 months later I can have the card back. And because I kept my relationship in good standing with them, I paid my balance off in full. I wasn't late. I didn't take advantage of the situation, even though the situation is benefiting them, not me. Not really benefiting them, but in the fact that they have to protect themselves, put it that way. And I understand that if I was in their shoes and I was in the banking business, I probably would have did the same thing. But I'm not gonna default on it. I'm not gonna let it go negative and settle because then this is gonna affect my credit. I don't want it to affect my personal credit, but also I don't want to ruin the relationship with Chase. I have a great relationship with them. A lot of my business accounts are with them. And in 6 months, I can get my cards back and start over right where I left off, right? So the point of my message is that just because something happened and was out of your control and you might be upset about it, don't take advantage of the situation and burn the relationship, because in the future you will need these relationships. And this is where the responsibility comes in when you have credit and you have credit cards. You want to be responsible, whether you're out of your control or in your control, whatever the situation may be. Still honor your obligation on the honor system, because in the future you will need this credit card, or this bank, I should say. Like I said, I'm not going to damage my credit because of that. I'm not going to default on the card. I'm not going to say, hey, I'm not paying you guys, I'll settle my debt. No, I'm going to pay my card off. And like I said, the good thing about it, they transferred all my points, my reward points, towards my balance. I converted points into cash to pay my balance. So it brought my balance down too, right? A lot of companies wouldn't do that. Subprime banks wouldn't do that. Capital One wouldn't do that. First Premier, they don't do that. Credit One, they don't do that. They don't even have points, right? So the fact that even though my account was closed and they allowed me to transfer my points over, that's just to show you the quality of the bank, right? So I'm not stressing it. I wanted to share this with you guys and let you know, even though sometimes something may be the easiest way out, it's not necessarily the easy way out, because in the long run, it's hard to get that relationship back, and you don't want to burn that relationship. I don't burn relationships with any prime banks. I need every single one of my prime banks, whether it be for personal or business, because I refuse to ever get a credit card from a subprime bank. First Premier, Credit One, Bank of Missouri, Community Bank, Capital One, Cross Country Bank, Applied Bank. I would never, ever let my credit get to that level where I have to get those kind of cards. If that's the case, I might as well not have any credit. All right, guys, if you have any questions or comments, leave it below. I'll try to get back to you guys. And I hope this video shines some light on your responsibility on doing things on the honor system, because in the long run, it comes back to benefit you tenfold. All right, talk to you guys soon.